So what I'm saying is we carry our wounds and we don't want to look at our wounds. So your creativity is bringing out the fullness of your beauty, your sacredness and your beauty. You put that on canvas, you put that on the paper. How do you then carry yourself as a woman in life when you walk away from the paint, when the brush isn't in your hand? You know, that energy, that power, that sacredness, that creativity that connects you to the mother and to all creation. How do you hold that joy? Because I know when you're creating, you are filled with joy. That's a light, that's a frequency of gratitude and love and joy. That is the light, the true light within us. So now when you move away you put your brushes down, you stand back and you look at this beautiful creation and you feel full. You feel oneness, centered, happy.
Unless you believe your inner critic.
Unless you will allow that door to open, it's going to say, this really stinks and nobody's going to like this. And you're not really an artist anyway. But you have to be very careful of that intrusion, because that is a dark seed. It's a frequency that doesn't want your light to shine. I will just say that as frankly to you and clearly that I possibly can. There are those, I'm not going to identify them, it doesn't matter, that does not want your light to shine, because your light, your sacredness, that's a sacred power. You give your power away when you believe in the negative.
Sisters, listen to this. So many of us have this, inner chatter and the self-doubt, and that's that other source.
Right. And it's powerful. It's at work all over the planet, looking for windows of opportunity. It's sort of like an energy that it's like, shut the light off. I don't want the light. I like fear. They eat fear. I like chaos. They love chaos. There are people like that too, right?
Yeah.
They like to see chaos. They like to see disruption. So that's what is present. So we, as a light being, which we really truly are anyway. So this is we'll call it our spiritual battle. It's like our internal spiritual battle for our own light, for our own essence. And you've had seeds planted in you that tell you you're insignificant, you're not worthy at all, you're not really an artist, and who do you think you are anyway? You're nothing, you're nobody. At any minute, the bad thing's going to happen. You watch, so don't feel too much joy.
Oh my God.
Yes. A little bit is okay, but don't feel really joyous and good about yourself, because at any minute, the bad thing's going to happen. That will be taken away. So you prevent yourself from really fully feeling this joy and connectedness. I've been there. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not making this up. Yeah. So I'm telling you, I know your story. I know your story. I am not educated. I've got to tell you this.
I like that about you.
Okay. I am not educated in the standard societal, system that says you go here, you graduate this way, then you go to college and you go for the 4 or 5 years of college and you get a piece of paper, you get a degree, either it's, whatever the levels are, I don't even know, but I'm not educated. I never went to beyond high school. So, all right, but I am educated from the mother, creation, nature, and that's how I'm educated.
That's the wisdom I want to remember. Yeah. And I feel like now in the last 3 years that things started to come up to the surface, and a lot of my beliefs and a lot of people's concept about reality shifted and changed. And there's such a strong power that wants to wake up and shine the light and not to be in this doubt anymore.
Well,
self-doubt and
your
thinking we're
little,
small.
the original little sweet little girl, remember her.
Yeah.
She's still present. Where is she? And what has taken her place of the terrified, non-believing little girl who believes she's not good enough, that she's invisible to people, that she'll never set all those negative seeds that were planted. That's an indoctrination. We've all gotten that. When I was young, well, I had a learning disability that no one knew. So in the 1940s, no one knew about learning disabilities, right? They were maybe just coming into the verge of that. But I couldn't comprehend certain things. And it was specifically about numbers, well, we call it math. Okay, so I was completely in a void. I could not subtract, I could not add, I could not multiply. To this day, I cannot multiply, divide, or add, or subtract. So therefore, I got a label. The label was stupid. That's how I was, and I was terribly ashamed. I was shamed over and over and over in school. And I began to believe what I was being told, that I was stupid. I literally would be screamed at in frustration, you were stupid.
Wow.
I began to believe. I remember a little voice in my head that said if I didn't understand something, I would say, well, I'm stupid, so it's okay. That's who I am. So it was sort of like a way of protecting myself. It's okay, I'm stupid. I'm not going to get this. But I believed that really, literally, I believed I was stupid. I believed. And it took me a long time because that, of course, that's how I walked in my early life. I was terrified because people would find out that I was stupid, right? And useless and whatever, all that comes along. And I can remember that living very early, childhood and then into teens that way, trying to keep it this secret, as best I could. So I'm actually brilliant. I mean, I'm brilliant.
Yay.
I mean, when I found that out, it's like, wow. I mean, I am brilliant. I'm really, I mean, it's like extraordinary. The Creator has given me, I never went to art school. Right? And therefore, I believed I wasn't an artist because society says you have to go to art school and you have to study under this artist and that artist and you must get a degree. Then you're an artist. So even though I was painting and expressing myself so really wonderfully, just free flow, beautiful, in myself, I believe I'm not an artist because I didn't go to school. I didn't go to art school. I'm uneducated because I didn't go to college. So I don't have an education. I'm uneducated. But I am really very brilliant in many ways. No, I still can't do math. So what? I don't need that. But anyway, it's like Creator gives us gifts. Okay. It's okay. We all have some gift that we're meant to share. So what? You may not be able to do calculus or it doesn't matter. Where is your gift? There is a gift within you. And if you're terrified to share it or disbelieving that you should share it, that's where you're going to be stuck. And society will make sure that they keep you down, believing that you're nothing because you don't have a piece of paper that you paid for an education, or you don't have this one that says, see, this is the damage to us, especially women. Well, you're a second-rate citizen because you're a woman. We think that's changed. The seed has been planted So that's really what we are up against. I'd say maybe incrementally it's gotten a little bit better, but the seed is there, you know.
And it
So
feels like
you
it
have
can,
to believe.
yeah.
You must believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need anybody to believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
The mother believes in you.
That's beautiful. Mm-hmm.
When you're a little child, you're desperate for someone to believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like if they don't believe me, that I'm not going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not loved, I'm going to die. So we start looking for love in all the wrong places and accepting those that we think are loving us, but they're not really loving us. That's our desperate, I call it the hungry child, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The fearful, so your little one inside of you is afraid to be seen and to be ridiculed and shamed. But so as women, we have to realize we're not that little child anymore. That's just a seed that was planted that still sometimes plays out, where you might feel fear to show your work, where you might feel fear to go deeper into your expression, to really let go and let the flow of the creation speak through you, you know. How, and I don't know this because I went through this too, how we keep ourselves within these parameters, okay? We're stuck in parameters, right? It's sort of like you can't break down that barrier and move into the unknown. What would that do? Mm-hmm. What will people think? See, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah. There's more expression, there's more creativity. It's endless creativity.
Yes, so true.
So, you know, and I'm saying this because that's the journey, is to fully bloom, get out of the parameter, move away from the standard area. This is what the system says. If you're a painter, this is the standard you must follow. What you believe that people want, you know, that's where you come into your heart spirit and just fly free. It's okay. You just express that. Let the mother speak through. Let the energy, the beauty speak through you. If you finish it and you look at it and say, oh, right, that didn't work, let me just chuck that and start over. It's okay.
Wow. It's making me think, because I want to do another, like maybe online course, and I'm doing portraits, which is not exactly like that, you know, standing and painting free. It's more looking, observing, and my other courses are more free, like what you're describing. It's diving straight into the unknown, and from there bringing the divine feminine in a way. So it's just making me think.
Yeah, I guess it's a little, when you're doing portraits, because people have an expectation, you know, they want to look nice. You know?
Right.
But I can see that would be, you know. So yeah, with the creativeness, just to let flow through, You know, I started out as a pencil artist, you know, and I would just sort of get this energy coming. I put the pencil on the paper and just let it go. And things started to form. And that was like, there would be figures. Mostly these, I would say all of them were figures of women, but ancient women in these very unusual clothing. And, you know, it was beautiful. I don't know where they came from, but it was just like, allow it to be. And don't have an expectation of what it should be. Just allow it to be. Allow the energy to move through you. Don't have any expectation at all. So that's your adventure.
Yeah, it takes courage. Yeah, trust and courage to. And it's doubled. I mean, you get so many surprises this way. And messages.
Yeah, and I think we get stuck with, it has to be good. right?
Right.
I'm making this effort. I've got a clean piece of paper. I have all the right colors, and so this has to be good, right? So
Right.
that's a tremendous pressure because then we have it's already an agenda. All right. So we've already prevented ourselves from a free flow. So the paper now, this has to be good. So, you have to get rid of that. You have to say, okay, it doesn't matter. I'm on my journey. I'm that little explorer, fearless. I'm gonna be fearless. As little ones are fearless. They are fearless. They're adventurers. They have no fear. They have no doubt. They're just adventuresome.
They don't care if it's beautiful or not. It's the process that they love.
They have no concept
and they
that
can
it's got to
throw it
be.
away after that.
Yeah. Well, they do, but I mean, they'll wreck it. They'll make a beautiful castle, and then it just
Right.
But I'm saying we have these preconceived parameters that are placed. We have taken them on. We've allowed them, really. So when you have a parameter, you're stuck. It's like you're stuck in a box. So this is how far you're allowed to go. Anything beyond that, well, what is it? It's scary. It's different. It's unusual. People could judge it. It may not be what they want. So these are things we have to be careful of. You may not even know this consciously. The rigidness of, here's the box. You must be within these parameters.
Like I painted a face and I have a few layers, and I'm afraid to ruin it. So I will not continue, and I'm stuck. I mean, it happens to so many of us.
Yeah. I have a friend who's an incredible painter, and his process is mind-blowing because his paintings are quite large. And he will begin and he'll have one, I guess, the first layer, I'd call it, right, to put down, and it's breathtaking. Breathtaking. And then he'll begin the next process with that same painting where I would say, wow, this is awesome. That's it. It's done. The next, he'll show me a photograph of what that morphed into that is even more stunning. Even more. And this is what he does.
Wow, I'd love to see.
Yeah. And it's just free. It's free. Just him being free, unafraid. It's like, okay, this is good enough. This is wonderful, beautiful. People will like this. Let me put this aside. No, it's like, this is awesome. This is amazing. But let me go further. There's more here, and there is. And what he brings out is breathtaking. And then after that, then it's more. And I don't know when he's finished. I don't know what his signal is. But it's never like, gee, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't. It's like that, it's beautiful. So as far the prophecy of the sacred feminine is about creation. So that's it, because we're creating, we're giving life, we're giving our medicine. What is your medicine? What is the medicine? Medicine is a vibrational frequency of love and healing and compassion and joy. I call that some medicine, right? What your gift is, to help women express their creativity, which is their nature to begin with. But they've been, locked down. They've been locked in and locked down to, like, don't express yourself. Nobody's going to like it anyway. And you're not this or you're not that. So you're helping when you're doing this work with the materials. The materials and so on. Let them use nature. This just came. Let them use nature. So it's like nature, part of the mother herself.
Yeah, my courses are Water Spirit, Mother Earth, Moon Magic, all that. It's when I'm swimming in the Sea of Galilee mostly, or I'm walking in the olive groves, I'm just receiving downloads of information of what to do. I have no clue. I don't know what is moon magic, and I didn't know much about Mother Earth and the goddess and the divine feminine, but they just tell me what to do, It's
Yes, that's what happens. So,
in my Facebook group is called Art is My Medicine. Mhm.
very, very true.
Yeah.
Very true. So, well, I don't know if anyone has any questions or if you have any questions or any more. I don't, I hope that I've given you, some things that related to your question, at least. I think the main thing I would say is the feminine, the sacred feminine as the creative being that she was truly meant to be. In so many ways, how do we create as women? Thinking on that. And I'm not just talking about a canvas and a brush.
Mm-hmm.
How are we creating as that sacred woman, you know, in our life? When you are with your painting and you feel that rush of joy and connectedness, then when you put the brush down and you walk out of the room, are you able to hold that connectedness and to walk out into society, people connectedness out there? That is a very important thing that we are being asked to do, because that's a light. That frequency and vibration that you are become when you are creating, that's a divine frequency. It's just that's your medicine. So how do you hold that medicine when you turn away and close the door to the studio?
That's so
That's
beautiful.
very important.
Mm-hmm.
That's a gift to then all of
Right.
creation. And you're holding that connectedness to the mother.
I know that the women I paint and they look at me from the walls, they give me so much strength, and they're like little mirrors or big mirrors that I have on my wall that show me who I am, that I am that. Where did it come from? All these divine women, goddesses. And also I feel like creativity nowadays are so important, because the way we create in our art circle is really diving into the unknown. We usually don't have a plan. And life is unknown. We don't know where we're going and what's going to happen. And you're practicing playing in this ambiguous, unknown place. You don't know what's your next step. You have no clue. You trial and error. So you are learning how to live in this place and listen. And it's life. Life today is like that. We are going into a big unknown, I feel like.
Yes, on that level, we are going into an unknown on some ways, but I think we instinctively know if we listen, But also the connectedness. We're not isolated from creation.
Mm.
We are not separate or isolated from nature, from the mother.
Mm.
So you call it the unknown, but in a way, it is known to us.
The great mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in a way, we are, one day, one of my little students, she said, who is God and what do you think about God? And I said, I don't know who is God, but I know that now you are the God and you are the creator of this painting, because you are creating a whole new world. And I feel like in my painting, I create how I want to see the future. It's not even a thought, it's just coming. Or who we are as humans is just coming through me, and I'm seeing, wow, what a message I'm receiving from the painting.
Well, you're the vessel. See, so to know yourself as a vessel, a clean vessel in those moments, because you put judgment aside, you put doubt aside. I mean, hopefully, when you stand in front of a clean canvas and you open yourself, this is a process artists participate in. So, but you open yourself, okay, you put aside all the stuff, busy, and you open yourself and you use your eyes on a blank canvas, but you become the vessel. So creation is speaking through you. So you are a vessel to create beauty, and that's your gift as that vessel. So in that moment, identify and know yourself as a sacred vessel. So when you put the brush down and you turn away and walk out the door, maintain yourself as that sacred vessel in relationship and with communication and in harmony and balance. That vibration, that frequency is so powerful. So you walk in harmony. We call it walk in beauty. Walk with grace, walk in the beauty way. So you are in that vibrational frequency. It's like a higher level. So if when you start to worry, your vibration drops. When you feel agitated or your vibration is dropping, your vessel is closing and closing and closing. And so there's no more flow, no more guidance. And now you're just roiling in this typical indoctrinated fears, beliefs, worry. That's how we are the vessel. This is what happens to the divine vessel.
That's so beautiful. Thank you so much. What a beautiful message. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mother.
So very happy to have been able to talk with you and the other beautiful women. And so I won't tell you this story, maybe someday, but I had saved the lives of 3 crows long time ago, and it was in sort of one of the miracle circumstances. And so the gift of that name, Threecrow, came to me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm very happy and honored to know you, and that that we could have an opportunity to speak, and from all the way across. So we're connected, so we're not distant.
Yeah, I feel my heart is so full and I'm so grateful. And it's so amazing because we've only spoke once on the phone shortly, and you don't know much about me and I didn't know much about you. And there is such a heart connection and such joy to be with you. Thank you so, so much for agreeing to do this.
Well, I want to say that the teachings and the guidance that was given to me so many years ago about helping bring the women into harmony and balance, bringing them back into the sacred circle, the women's sacred circle, where they could, bring back the memories and the knowledge of what it is to be the sacred feminine and the teachings of the grandmothers, to come back full circle. So your part of that is to bringing the women there in your part of the world back into the sacred circle of women. So thank you for that. It's very, very important. And it helps me to be able to use the teachings that the grandmothers in spirit have gifted me, so that helps me to fulfill the vision given to me. So thank you. So all of you are a part of that. So I want to thank you for that. So we will talk again soon,
Yeah, thank you.
So we'll see each other again soon.
Yeah, and I will end the recording now.
Okay. Yeah.